just a tip, not from the message. Jesus came here and he starts teaching in the synagogue. And he starts speaking, the Bible said, with authority, like never heard it before. And they start saying, whoa, who is he? He speaks not like the heathen. He doesn't speak like the Pharisee. With somebody, they borrow their authority from somebody else. He speaks like a man have his own authority, with an authority, bit different. He speaks, and as he's speaking, the devil was in the temple. The devil started speaking. See, Satan loved to come to the temple of God. Why? Because he is a religious being. If you know about his being and his creation, he used to be in the presence of God all the time. He was an angel before he failed. The book of Isaiah chapter 14 given us some good description on him when he was in the presence of God. He called him, "Oh, you, the morning star." The Bible called him, "Oh, you, used to be the star of the dawn." He used to sit in the presence of God. Some said that he was in charge with all the music in the presence of God. That's why when he was cast out in earth, he became a being and he used the music to destroy people's life. Pop music and pop mama music and rock music and Bach music and dark music and God help us how many type of music Satan uses today, even in the church. Amen. Because he brings it, but he loves, he's religious. He does not want to see you and I be real with God, but it's okay to be religious. He have no problem. The devil have no problem. He have a lot of problem with the Christianity, but he have no problem with the churchianity. Can I say it again? He have a lot of problem. He have a lot of problem with the Christianity, but he have no problem at all with religious churchianity. Right on? Your son said it. He's listening. Good. So he came to church because he was a religious being. He loved to be where God's. But see what different is this? We see here in this that he believed. The devil believed there is one God. Like 500 million of people in the world believe there is one God. The devil believed. They came to Jesus one time and they told him something, and he said to them, "If you believe in God, so will you do." Very good. But also the devil believed and trembled. He did believe with a very shaken mentality. He knows it's true. But what then different here? Why then the devil is still of God's plan? He believed there is one God. The facts in this passage, when the devil spoke, he said, "Hey, you, Jesus of Nazareth, why did you come here to destroy us? He speaks with pride, more than one. We know who you are, the Holy One of God." You know what he's saying here? I believe that Jesus, in incarnation of Jesus, that Jesus is a full human and a full God. I recognize that you, who you are, Jesus, that you are a pure, have no sin. You are a man in the flesh. You are God in the flesh, and you are man in the flesh. I recognize you. But he's still, you know, W. Tozer, great preacher, said something. I like what he said. Great preacher said, in one of his comments, he said, "The fact the devil is better theologian than any of us preacher, but he's still devil. The devil is the best theologian, He knows everything about the world. He knows everything about the creation. He knows who his God is. He knows the triune God. But the problem is, he believes in God, but the problem, he doesn't worship God. And that's why he comes here to church to interrupt the people who are worshiping God. And we're going to talk about how. He cannot worship God. Why? Because pride, the Bible tells us in Isaiah chapter 14, pride has came to him when he was in the presence of God once, and he tried to build himself up to the skull. He said, I will put my chair next to the Most High. When God saw that pride, he cast him out. And he became an angel of darkness. We call him Satan. We call him the liar and the father of lie. They call him, the Bible call him the old servant. He's the one who's responsible for the fail and for the falling of our father and mothers, Adam and Eve. Remember, he came to the Garden of Eden and said to Eve, did God, by the way, he came in an image of serpent. You know what serpent? The serpent, why the Bible mentioned the word that the serpent? Because serpent could get into a place and stay there without anybody could detect it. If there is a snake living in this room, you and I will never be able to detect it till we see it. It's come in and it's very smooth on its belly, I would say on his belly. Walk on his belly. If a snake come into a place, nobody can detect it because you don't be able to hear any noise. He's so smart of sneaking in and sneaking out when nobody can even know. Next things about this snake or serpent, they could get in the smallest hole in your house. Along the snake, the serpent could fit her head. Her body will just fall asleep. No problem. And that's why the Bible calls Satan is the old serpent. When Satan came in the image of this serpent, and he said to Eve, did God say, don't eat from the fruit of the Garden of Eden? God never said that. God put Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden and gave them all the fruit to eat. He didn't put them there to starve them. Amazing, if you go back carefully. And here's where Satan today come to the church, and he sit there like a serpent. Nobody can detect, doesn't make no noise. Sit there. Try to occupy your mind. And my mind was something else. Along, if he could prevent you of giving God the true worship. Because he come with us here today to worship God in a false worship. He cannot worship God in a true worship. And Jesus said to the Samaritan woman, God is a spirit, and those who have worshipped him must worship him in the spirit of the truth. Satan cannot worship God in truth. He could worship him in false. And if he could come here and occupy your mind and occupy your feeling, oh, who hurt my feeling today, and in doing the worship and steal and rob you from worshiping God or make you worship God like him in the false, he had you, and he sit and he leave here and laughing. I think he laughed. Satan come to the church and he laughed for some people. See them there sitting, try to puff themselves up, acting like they are somebody. He look there and he say, oh man, that's good, man. Did you see, man? You are the secretary. They pass by you, didn't even say hi. And then he start occupy your mind, and he start taking you to a trip, and in the presence of God, and he just catch you, and he's laughing. He's laughing at people who are making fun of other people. He's laughing at the member who are laughing and picking on other member. Did you see how she walked today? Did you see how she dressed today? Did you see how ugly this dress is? Did you see why